Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my last video for Marchintosh. I gotta admit, I don't really have a big video for today, but I want to check out some stuff here from John Calhoun's last game. So basically what this is, I'll kind of talk about it as I demonstrate it. I didn't really give enough time to talk about this, but basically John Calhoun is, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, one of the I'd say probably one of my most favorite game creators for the early Mac. He made Glypha and he made Glider, which is one of my all-time favorite games of all time. Anyway, he recently uploaded a bunch of stuff to his personal uh, GitHub of stuff from his software thing. When he was creating games. And so this is a bunch of stuff in Mini VMAX that is not complete at all. It's random games, and they're not full games. They don't work, um, but they're really interesting to play around with and to think about what it might have been. So I'm just gonna go through a couple of these games here. Um, so yeah, this first one was gonna be some kind of a space thing. You can see like there's all kinds of little gizmos and things to click, and it's a lot of this stuff doesn't seem to work right now. But oh, okay, forward shields and rear shields, and yeah, so obviously still a work in progress, but yeah. Almost looks like kind of an updated version of a Space War, maybe. But I think the different planets and everything you can look at, and the navigation looks really cool. And I guess that would have been an abort button. And there's some kind of phasers, obviously. But yeah, just mucking around here. A lot of these games don't have any sound. I don't think this one does. Again, these are just really early prototypes. So yeah. So let's check out the next one. By the way, this is being emulated at 1x speed. So this, I believe it's a Mac SE, I think. Maybe, no, maybe a Plus. Um, so yeah, Harmonograph. This is just a really simple program showing basically sound wave graphs. Uh, and Yeah, it's just a real simple tool. There's not a whole lot to see, but let's start and see what it looks like. So yeah, you can see it drawing. Um, it's a harmoniograph here based on the different waves. So it's kind of cool. It reminds me of one of those things that we used to see in a museum where you have a big table with a pen over it, and the table is like on a swing, and you'd swing that, and it would, you know, draw on the paper the natural oscillations of the table. We did that when I was a kid at some museum, and it was a lot of fun. So let's move on to the next one. This isn't all the ones he released. I wanted to get this video out for the last Saturday Marchintosh, since I've had a video for every single one. But here we go, fish tank. So I wonder what this is. It's a fish tank, and it reminds me a lot of those fish screensavers that came along later. Honestly, it's pretty detailed. I like the cartoony eyes. I think it's pretty cool. It's fast and slow. And I think this is the fast speed, which is, wow, yeah, it's fast speed. Very awesome. So, yeah, not much to look at. Just a little simple idea. And I guess this would have been pretty early days, I think. So, this one might have been before, like After Dark. Anyway, that's Fish Tank. Let's check out, let's see, what's next here? Oh, Mobocracy. Okay, so this is one of them. Let's see. Yeah, so it's kind of a side scroller kind of thing. Yeah, see, a lot of these options don't even do anything yet, but Yeah, just nothing does. But you can move the character around. You can jump. I like the idea of the fatigue meter. And it looks like there's an endurance meter as well. Those would have been really interesting concepts uh, to to work with. It looks like it's a female protagonist too, which is really cool. Uh, so yeah, it could have ended up being a really cool side scroller, maybe in an alternate universe. I think it's just these two screens. Um, so yeah, pretty cool. All right, what's next here? What's that? Dion? I don't remember what this one is. I'm recording this voiceover after I recorded all this stuff, so I don't remember everything. So yeah, a bunch of stuff that doesn't work yet. Let's see what happens. And you're in a star field, and it's almost looks like kind of a shooter. The ship reminds me of asteroids. And John Calhoun has a great rundown on his website that I will link in the description below of all these projects and all these games, and just a really great overview of everything here. So you can get way more information, and you can download these yourself in a file that's absolutely ready for mini VBAC. So this is actually okay. This sledding one is my favorite one, and I think it's really could have made a really cool game. Kind of reminds me of Ski Free, I guess, except the sled's a lot bigger. But I think the thing that I like best about this entire thing is that it changed the mouse pointer into this bird. So it looks like it's just this bird flying around with you rather than, oh, here's a mouse pointer on top of the game. And I think more games could have done stuff like that. Um, I think that's a really clever idea for modern interfaces too. Anything that uses a mouse to try to integrate the pointer into the actual graphical design. All right, Tripod 3D. This is a really interesting one. So I'm not quite sure how this would work, but this game is basically in 3D. I guess it's the kind of 3D where you have to like relax your eyes and cross your eyes slightly. But you see, I'm not controlling two people. It's just one person here, um, and the screen is mirrored. And so I guess the idea is you could use that magic eye thing and kind of get a pseudo 3D image. I mean, it wouldn't work with like, 3D glasses because it doesn't have the red blue image that it needs. But yeah, and so obviously it's still early days. You can see them cross over like that, so it's not quite a perfect mirror image. But anyway, so it is a clever idea though to try to do 3D like that. Let's see. All right, Thief of Baghdad here. This reminds me a lot of Flappy Bird for some reason. I think it's just the physics of it. But it's a flying carpet game, and yeah. So you see, you're on a flying carpet, and you can move around, and oh my gosh, you can die. But then you can still move the carpet. So I just started over. And you can see the carpet moves up and down, and there are these different carpets that I think you can jump on the different carpets. I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, it's unfinished, but it does give me a Flappy Bird vibe, and had the game actually uh, had he gone through with making the game, I can see it kind of morphing into that. See, okay, look, the carpet just grew there for no reason whatsoever. So obviously it's still a work in progress, but yeah. So you can do this kind of floaty jump thing. I really like the floaty jump idea. And yep, there we go. Walk off. Anyway, Let's see what's next. Airbags. Okay, if you ever played the game Chrono Trigger, which is a role-playing game that came out for the Super Nintendo, if you ever played Chrono Trigger, this game Airbags looks almost exactly the same as a sequence that's in Chrono Trigger, which came out several years after this. So, pretty cool prediction, I guess. But yeah, so I believe you hold the mouse forward to go forward, and hold it backward. Move it to the left. I mean, to slow down. But you can see the little radar there, which was a cool idea. So that would have been cool, and I guess it would have been racing. You would have been racing with these other, air bike things. Uh, but I really like the radar down there at the bottom. I think that was a clever idea. No idea how hard it is to make that work. But yeah, so it could have been a really cool racing game had he kept going with it. But but yeah, I was just blown away how much this looks exactly like a very similar sequence in Chrono Trigger where you're racing and it is on air bikes and the bike looks almost exactly like this and you're on a road. And yeah, it's uncanny how similar those look, um, with like 7 or 8 years difference between them. Rollorama. I think this might be the last one in this video. I can't remember. Let me check here. Yeah, I think this might be the last one. So, I guess the idea this was like a roller rink. And yeah, so you can't. It's really hard to figure out what to do here. And maybe it doesn't work anyway. But yeah, I guess like a roller rink, um, that you would see like at the Olympics or something like that. Where it's like a curved a curved rink with a bank. So not sure where this game is going. Again, you can check out all of the descriptions on the GitHub pages that I'll link down below. There's a lot of other ones to check out. Um, but anyway, be sure to like and subscribe. Have a great Marchintosh. There's still a couple of days left, and I'll see you next time.